with Sebastian Moraga before the Wenatchee FC play the Kitsap Pumas in a preseason match here in Gordon Field in Bremerton, and we're going to chat with him about broadcasting for WFC. You started, Sebastian, last year broadcasting, and so what was it like being in on the first year for the team in the league?
That was very exciting. It's always a great opportunity to be able to be on the ground floor of something. It's always great to be able to feel like you're building something from the very start. It adds to the closeness of the entire organization, and it adds to the excitement of the game, knowing that the first goal by Cesar Seppi against Bellingham was the first goal in the history of the team, that kind of thing. The first win was the first win in the history of the team. It made it a really special experience.
Speaking of Seppi scoring the first goal, he's now the head coach this year. What are your thoughts?
Well, I have a great amount of respect for Coach Wright and what he did that first year. But Coach Seppi has has already placed his imprint on the team. He's doing things his way, and the team seems to be responding. He's very thorough. He's paying attention to every little detail. Like, for instance, today in Tacoma we were having lunch, and he leaned over and said, "This is good. This is good. This wins games. This wins game. Camaraderie wins games." That kind of deal. That's the kind of attention that he's paying to his guys.
Do you fly without an assistant when you go to matches? And why don't you take fans through what it is that you do to set up for the games and broadcasting online?
Well, it varies. It varies. Sometimes, like for instance against Pinnacles, we just basically I went to the Wenatchee Valley College with my laptop, my notebook, and my headset, and we recorded the game and played it online the next day. We didn't have online access that day. Today we have online access, so it's a little more of an elaborate production. We need the camera, we got the tripod, we got the cameraman, who in this case is Javier Reyna's son, the owner's son. It's a bit more elaborate, but it's still I don't want to say rudimentary, but it's still pretty basic. It's still a lot of fun though.
And this year something new. You guys are the club is connecting with KORE radio in Wenatchee and Entiat up there, a new radio station that's just starting. How is it you guys are going to be involved with them, and you personally involved with them?
Well, we're hoping to do not just the games through them, but we're hoping to do pre-game shows introducing the team to the community through the radio station, having interviews with the players. We've already done one with Mateos Correa and with Coach Seppi. We want to be more holistic than just doing the broadcasts.
And so that'll be available online as well as over the air then?
It will be available online as well as over the air, yes.
Are they going to do podcasts that you can listen to it if you miss it live?
I'm hoping that we will. It's still up in the air, but I'm hoping that we will.
So tell me about Wenatchee FC 2015. What are your thoughts about the club you're seeing prepare for the second year?
It's as a broadcaster, you want to try to stay as impartial as possible, but I'm really optimistic about this team. I think they've shown togetherness. They've shown a discipline that could bring some good results this year. I think a win here today against Kitsap, and I hope I'm not jinxing my guys, but a good showing against Kitsap today might galvanize this team and might make them candidates to put on a good show this year.
So the club has played 2 preseason games against way lesser opposition than they'll see today, but you haven't given up a goal. Tell me about the defense, because last year that was an issue at first.
It was an issue, but now we have, I think one of the big factors is we have a coach that brought Mauricio Sanchez. Mauricio Sanchez is an experienced goalkeeper back there. Last year we had Dani Romero at first, and we had Colin Benham Marin, who's a terrific goalkeeper. Mauricio brings different qualities to this team. Nothing against the 2 other fellows. Colin is a good friend of mine. But Mauricio seems to be a little more vocal this year than the goalkeepers last year, and that keeps the defense a little more on their toes, so to speak. Also, Coach Seppi told Kelly Hart at KORE that he wants to emphasize ball possession, possessing the ball, keeping the ball, controlling the ball, and that obviously is going to help a team have a more furious defense back on the back end.
So before we let you go, can you create a fictitious Wenatchee goal call for us?
Oh boy.
Who has the ball and who scores?
All right,
What would it
let's see.
sound
Let's see.
like?
This would go something like this. There's Galvana. Galvana along the side. The shot across from Mateos. Mateos, the shot to the corner. Goal, 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 goal! Goal, Wenatchee FC! 37 minutes, 15 seconds first half, and Wenatchee takes the lead over Kitsap.
All right.
Sorry, Bremerton people. I love your town, but sorry.
Thanks for the visit.
My pleasure.